Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Our last video on here was not what I wanted to upload first off to start off the new year, because I wanted to upload this video, but sadly it didn't work out that way because there was more important issues that came up. So this video, I'm going to be reviewing my 2017, and I am here with my best friend, Peanut Miley, and so we're going to be discussing some of the cool things that happened to me in 2017, some of the bad things that happened in 2017, and then at the end she's going to ask me a few questions about how 2017 went and what to expect in 2018. So let's get started and let's do this together. So I'll do it like she did on her channel, which, go watch. Do it. Do it. Yeah. She went month by month. So I'm going to start that off too. So starting in January of 2017, let's see, what all happened? I went on a cruise. It was my second cruise. It was a week-long cruise to the Bahamas, and it was absolutely amazing. I loved it. It was great. Being in warm weather when it's cold here is nice.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Let's see. That's pretty much the only, big thing that really happened to me in January. Let's see, February. Not a whole lot really happened in that month, I don't believe. I think my year started to pick up more in March when I got my first ever job. Woot woot. And I got my first ever car, too.
We don't talk about a job, by the way.
Yo, no, we don't talk about that job. Fuck Arby's. I'm not under contract anymore. Fuck Arby's. Don't go there. So yeah, I got my car, I got my first job in March, and then...
That's a rockin' month.
Yeah, it was a nice month, because that's her birthday month, too. Woot woot, March 8th. Okay, then April, let's see, I still had my job, I was still doing alright with that at the time. I had a guy I was sort of seeing, but didn't really work out, so we don't talk about it. There was also another guy in January, February technically, but we don't talk about him. Either of them actually, because there was two.
Yeah, how?
You know it, we've been through this. Let's see, then we get to May. May is where life went downhill. May, I was still at my job, but I was not happy. I was still with the guy that I talked about from April. We were sort of ish on, and life sucked ass. I was not getting along with my family, which I never get along with my mom, and we were having worse times. I got back into self-harm and ended up in a mental hospital for a week because of that and trying to kill myself. But thank you.
I got you.
But I got out of that shit, and this month I was able to celebrate my 6 months clean of self-harm again. So yeah, go me, go life. I don't want to die as much anymore. So yeah, that's what all happened in May. And then June, I quit my job because fuck that. They were shitty to me, so I left.
Fast food. It's always shitty.
True. And I was supposed to go stay a week with my siblings, and I was not allowed to because of having self-harm scars. They didn't want me to influence the kids, so I was not allowed to see them. So I instead went to go visit with my aunt and uncle and my two cousins, and I was supposed to stay for a week at first, but this was Father's Day weekend or whatever. We were like, oh well, we'll just have me stay until 4th of July, and I can go back home with my family then when we all meet down there for 4th of July. That didn't happen. I was able to talk to my aunt, and she agreed with me that my living situation was not the greatest. And so I talked to my mother, and I told her I do not want to come back. So I ended up moving to Westlake, to Cleveland area. So I now live with my aunt and uncle still, and my 2 cousins. We are doing great as a family. They fully accepted me. Like, I was able to bring my dog there, even though at first we weren't sure about it because my cousin is allergic to dogs, but he's not allergic to Hannah, thank God. So yeah, we had a rough time with the move at first because my grandpa was not happy about it. My whole family was not happy about my moving at all at first, so my grandpa would refuse to talk to me and my aunt at all. The reason that he refused to talk to us was because we got into a huge fight because he tried to get rid of my dog while I was still making arrangements on how to get her up to Cleveland. So then I ended up having a panic attack that day because of it. Shelly came home and yelled at him, and they got into a very heated argument, and we ended up that day going down and getting my dog because we were like, fuck you, you're not doing that. Then we went down for 4th of July, and my aunt and uncle had already had a vacation planned for right after 4th of July. They were going to take my cousins to the Grand Canyon, and so we made arrangements for me to stay with my grandma, which is my uncle's mom, for 2 weeks while they were away. And those were actually some really fun weeks. I was able to swim and just hang out, have some fun, and be okay with life. And so that was July. And then I went back, moved all my stuff to Westlake, and it was a good time. Then we get to August. I celebrated my 17th birthday. Never thought I'd make it to that day because I used to always swear to myself I'd be dead by 16. So making it to 17 was a huge accomplishment for me.
Yay!
I got to celebrate my birthday up in Westlake. I had a giant turtle balloon, and it was beautiful. And it was just a really fun time. Got to hang out with my family. And then I started school back up. I am currently a junior in high school. Yay. I started my online school back up, so that was fun. Let's see. Then in September, my aunt had her birthday, so we celebrated that. School was fully up in action. Had to figure out how to get everything arranged with me moving. And then not too much else happened in September. Oh, yeah, in August we went to Cedar Point. Yay, that was fun.
September, not when that happened.
I don't remember what happened in September. Refresh, please.
Dad.
Oh yeah! Dad's birthday!
How did you forget Dad's birthday?
I'm sorry. I remembered yours to the exact date, and I can't even remember what month Dad was born.
Yeah, good job.
Alright, so we had a plan that we were...
I'm gonna walk away.
Yeah, you do that. We had a plan that we were going to surprise her dad for his birthday by having me come home to here and hang out with them for a little while and have a good time. And this noodle let the secret out.
It was an accident. Dad tricked me.
He tricked her.
He tricked me.
He was still happy though to see me, so it didn't matter. Like, he loves having both of us around. We're literally, like, I'm literally like his child. She literally is his child. I was gonna say we're both literally like each other. I'm like, wait, she is.
I am. So. As you can see with the wall of me behind us.
Yeah, the wall of Terra.
Some of those are horrible. Don't look at them.
Yeah. There's a few rough years there.
We don't look at those. We look at the ones over there.
Those ones are the good ones.
Yeah, that's my senior year. Those are the good ones.
Yes. Let's see, then October, we did Halloween. Oh, in September, I started dance, too. I forgot to say that. I'm a dancer again. I used to dance when I was younger, and I finally started back up. I'm now a contemporary dancer, so that's fun. So yeah, October, had Halloween. I dressed up as a zombie beauty guru, went to my dance Halloween party and scared a bunch of children, and it was great. And then I passed out candy and scared a bunch of children, and it was great. Let's see, then November came around, we had Thanksgiving and my aunt's birthday, and a lot of family time. Other than that, it wasn't too much in November. Woo! We just all kind of hung out as a family a lot and had some fun times. Oh, I forgot to say in October I went to Kalahari. It was my first time actually getting to swim at Kalahari, so that was fun. Because I've been there once before, but we didn't have the swim passes, so because we were there for a convention. So then we get to December. December was a pretty good month overall. I got to hang out a lot with family. I got to travel a lot. I got to actually go and stay a few days with my siblings this past week. Been a lot of traveling. Because I went to Michigan twice this month. I've been to Ottawa like 3 times this month. I've been here twice. And Columbus Grove and Dayton. Like, been all over. It's been rough. But I've been surviving. My car doesn't like snow and I don't either, so we at least agree on that.
Snow sucks.
Me and my car are in this together for the long haul. So yeah, now we're here into 2018. I got to spend my New Year's with my best friend, and I was so happy. So yeah, I think that's pretty much my stuff.
Alright, then I'll get the
So, time for the question.
What or who did you learn from the most?
Ooh. I definitely learned a lot from being in the mental hospital and then moving in with Shelly and Adrian. They're like my biggest influences. And so I've been learning a lot from them and it's been awesome. And my life is pretty great.
Who or what are you most inspired and energized by in 2017?
Ooh, I've been inspired by a lot of people. I mean, obviously, my hair was inspired by Ash Costello, not Harley Quinn. Whoever says Harley Quinn can go fuck yourself. Even though I still love Harley Quinn. God, so many people inspired me. Like, I had some great coworkers. I forgot to mention my job at Lush! Ah!
How could you?
How could I? In, like, October, I believe, I got another job at Lush, which I'm now not working there anymore, sadly. Hi, Squeaky. I was inspired by Squeaky.
Our dog. My dog.
She's
Squeaky.
beautiful.
Squeaky.
So yeah, I was inspired by a lot of different bands and everything. I didn't even mention like concerts and shit I gone to. Damn, I missed a lot, okay?
I got her.
Okay, also
My
in...
dog.
Yes. Also in December, I got to see Make Out, the band, and World War Me, and Locals Only, and a bunch of different bands. I went to the APMAs this year. I met Jeffree Star this year. How did I forget this? I met Jeffree Star twice! And it was beautiful! And I got to see Sleeping with Sirens, and meet them, and Palais Royale, and just so many cool bands. It was a great year for music. And they all inspire me, and I'm excited to be able to go to more festivals and concerts this year. Like, I have one in a few weeks, so I'm excited.
Right? What no longer worries you that used to in 2017?
I used to worry a lot about issues with my mother, and I no longer have to deal with that because I'm no longer around her. So that's great.
Alright, well, I'll do one more. And it's kind of the same one you did for mine, but I think it's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
If you could change something about 2017, what would you change?
If I could change something, I would change... That's hard. I've grown so much this year from experiences, so I actually wouldn't change anything about going to a mental hospital or anything because I learned so much from going there. I feel like I would have changed waiting so long to move to Westlake, though. Because I should have gotten away from my family a lot sooner. And so that probably would have been the only thing I would have changed. Other than that, I was able to find happiness and find self-love this year. So it's been a pretty damn good year.
Alright.
It's been great. Alrighty, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you all. Stay awesome, stay beautiful, stay strong, and I will see you guys in the next video. Say goodbye, Squeaky. Bye. Mwah. Ugh, doggo.